What's up everyone, welcome to yet another video. By any chance, if any of you are new in this channel, hi, I'm Saif. I'm a photographer, filmmaker, currently living in Bangladesh. So I make content based on filmmaking and photography. Yes, that also means tutorials. So if you're interested in any of those topics, consider subscribing and let's start the video. Now the lens we're talking about today is probably a very underrated lens because many people think of it as too wide, which is not true, trust me. And also whatever I'm going to say in this video is based off of my personal experience with the lens. Also letting you know that currently I am filming this video with the Sigma 16mm f1.4, and yes, that's the lens we're talking about today. Now many of you message me on Instagram asking me what's a good lens for architecture photography, landscape photography, and in general a lens that has a good low light capability. So yes, this lens has an aperture of f1.4, and that f1.4 helps you to take better photos or even videos in a low light situation. So f1.4 also gives you this better depth of field, which is specifically blurry background or bokeh, as you can see on my back. Now this lens has also some amazing things to it. It is built very nicely. It has a rubber focus ring which feels really nice when you're using it. It has a little weight to it. Personally, I love it when any of my lenses has some weight, because the lighter the lens is, the cheaper it feels. Just like this Yongnuo 50mm f1.8, it even makes the sound of cheap lens. So yeah, it's a cheap lens by the way. You may ask that this is a wide lens, I cannot probably shoot portrait with it. You can take portraits, but those portraits will be very different. So that gives you an advantage to, try out different type of method in photography, such as environmental portraits. Now environmental portraits, to be honest, are my favorites. Like, you can really show the environment around the subject, including the subject. So that's a very good thing about this lens, which you can easily do because of this wide field of view, which is the 16mm. Another very good thing about this lens, that when you're using this lens, you can get really close to your subject and it will still focus. By that, you will get a different perspective in your photos. This is how close you can get. You can get as close as 2 to 2.5 inches. That's another good fact about this lens, that it really gives you different perspective to play with. So that's why I always say that you should always have a wide lens. It is basically for a crop sensor Sony camera, like the a6400, a6000, a6300, a6500, or even the a6600. So yes, and you may ask, how are you using it on your a7 III? The thing is, if you take photos with a crop sensor lens on a full frame camera, that gives your photo very less resolution. What I mean by that is, when you're using a crop lens on a full frame body, what happens is the crop lens crops in from the full frame, so you get half of the resolution from the full frame if you're using a crop lens on a full frame body. If that makes any sense, I don't know, I'm terrible at explaining, but hear me out, I'm trying my best. Anyway, so this lens is fairly cheap. You can get it just under $400, and if you're in Bangladesh, it's somewhere around 30 to 32,000, which I believe is amazing deal for a lens like this. I'm not telling you that it should be your main lens, I always say this, that you should have at least two lenses. One is wide and the one will be a little propped in, such as a portrait lens. Now I'm not going to talk about that in this video, so I guess that's it for today. And it was a really short video, it's not an in-depth review, but hey, I tried to be as direct as possible. I just explained what I have experienced with this lens, and I thought it's an amazing lens and I should recommend it to more people. So if you're looking for a wide lens, this is a very good option for you. So that's it. If you are interested in more reviews or videos like this, please let me know down in the comment section below. And also, if you think I look a little bit sleepy, that's because it's 6 a.m. The sun is just rising and I'm still wide awake. So yes, that's why my eyes looks this weird. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big old thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications, help out this channel guys, and I'll see you in the next video.